there's lots of movement in the class. The kids aren't expected to sit still. The kids learn how to knit because it's related to how you learn how to read, the woodwork, the beautiful things that they bring home, like carvings and carving with beeswax and crochet and, making soup in kindergarten and preschool, stuff like that. It's they're kind of like, I guess, entire whole skills that they're teaching the children, but they're not telling the children that they're teaching them. So that's kind of what I like.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
Started back when my eldest son, he was probably still 2, and we were looking for a preschool. And we did, looked at a various number of preschools. This would have been back in 2003. He's older now, was my first son. So we looked at a whole bunch of different preschools, and we started making some progress, and then we went to the Waldorf School preschool. And I think it was really when we met the teachers and we saw the classroom is where we just knew that this was the right place, just how comfortable it was and the surroundings. Yeah, I mean, it had like the beautiful silks and wooden toys, and it wasn't covered with bright plastic things and bright colors and charts, and it was more homey and comforting. So I mean, my eldest child, he's now almost 22, and I've had 2 other kids go through the school. But I mean, initially, what I really liked was the rhythm, the routine, the calmness, the being outside, the reverence for nature and art and kind of beautiful things and kind of, slowness as opposed to running around. So I mean, that definitely translated into the home, and it kind of became more part of our routine. And then I had 2 other children, so we kind of kept that up. So it was definitely that preschool ambiance, I guess, was sort of followed through inside our house for sure. I'm trying to think. I had 3 kids that went through. I mean, if they had to pick one thing, it's hard to say. I mean, they made some really good friendships, but I mean, there's also, I think about them in particular. I think it was really just the learning, like the pace of learning and how they were allowed to express themselves on their own, and how they kind of grew through learning through doing art and being in a group and being outside. It kind of goes back to what I said about the preschool. It was really the reverence. It was looking at the whole child. So it wasn't just about pushing test marks and pushing learning. It was letting children discover stuff, having a strong teacher influence and guidance, being in a group of children that being in a small group of kids, I mean, some people may think that's a disadvantage. I thought it was a bit of an advantage because it does teach you, it's a bit more like life. You need to learn how to get along with different types of people. You wouldn't always find someone exactly like you. So I think it taught, resilience that way, and learning how, different families and different friendships. That's what I liked about it. I guess the school can sometimes come across as being maybe like all about art or all about being kind of wishy-washy and not pushing academics. But I think that is absolutely not the case, that it just has a different approach to doing that. And so, I mean, my children have, although they've all excelled at, artistic pursuits, music and art and stuff, they've also all been very good at science and math and just have that, wonder for learning, really good readers and writers. So yeah, I guess that might be I was definitely a bit of a surprise for me, but I mean, I think that's for other people. I think that may not be what you would expect, is the academic rigor. I mean, they really do value doing what's best for the child and sort of allowing them, I wouldn't say learn at their own pace. It's not exactly learn at their own pace, but discover things on their own and not pushing them. I mean, there's still lots of guidance, lots of communication. That's one thing I definitely do appreciate is the communication between the parents and the teachers. I always felt like things were fine as long as I wasn't being, if there was a problem, somebody would let me know. That's what I like. So, the communication was definitely a big factor. So I don't think everyone has the same values. I don't think they do at any school. I think that that's sort of I mean, I think it is a good community. I don't think that the school is responsible for building that community, but I do find that you generally had people that were like-minded in that they were concerned about their children's education. All three of my kids had very different classes, people from very different backgrounds and different points of view. So that's what I liked. I think it was more variable. I don't think there would be one typical type of family at all. I know my eldest child, they had a big project piece in the middle school when he was in grade 9, and he did filmmaking, and that's still his passion. He's 22 years old now, or almost 22, and it's actually his job. He's in charge of, doing videography for a local coffee shop and in part of their social media department. So I think it really allowed him to sort of test that out and then move forward with that. Music was another thing. Music was really encouraged. So my middle child, for example, she learned to play cello, and that was really supported at the school. My younger one, it was more just the effect of music. He didn't he wasn't there long enough to be in the music program, but during COVID, for example, he taught himself to play guitar. And I think there was just that confidence and that sort of music ability that was sort of surrounding them throughout their time at the school. Generally, yeah, I mean, there's always teachers that are a little bit trickier to get along with, but I think basically they were open, they were willing to communicate. And what I really liked is, meetings were not common, but if there was an issue, they were very willing to have a meeting. It wasn't a lot of, if anything had to be said in more than 2 or 3 sentences, you weren't to resolve something through an email. The idea was to set up a meeting and actually have a discussion face to face. So I really liked that. I thought the administration overall was very organized, very friendly at the beginning. It's a bit of a tricky question for me because I also ended up being part of administration at the end of my time there. So I don't want to cloud that, but I'm thinking at the beginning it was open communication, good letters, regular newsletters, stuff like that. So you kind of always knew what was going on. I really think they teach to the whole child. So it's not just about a test mark. It's not just about, it's not comparing children to each other. So that was definitely the one thing. The other thing, appreciation of the arts and learning through the arts. And you don't have to be artistic to be successful in that. A lot of people think, oh, if my kid's not artsy, they can't go to Waldorf school, but it's really just another way of teaching. And it reminds them, just a good way of memorizing things. For example, they learn all their letters in grade 1 through a particular drawing, and the first one is M, and it's a mountain drawing. So every kid remembers an M from the mountain drawing. It's, it looks like a mountain. So teaching through the arts, definitely. And then the other thing is, reverence for nature, for we have lots of festivals, lots of, the cross-country ski trip in grade 4, salts trip and sailing trip in grade 9, other, ski trips, lots of hiking trips where the children, snowshoeing, where the children are, not overly challenged, but definitely challenged. And it's not, so for some kids, it's really natural. For other families, it's not. So I think and for me, that's an important part, is being out in nature for all families. So I valued that. Maybe talking to more families. I don't think I really did that. And I don't remember there being I guess, a process. There was, I guess, an information night we could have talked, but maybe something like that, or yeah, just talking to maybe some families that had been there. I mean, that did happen afterwards, and it wasn't like it was a problem, but I think just to get an idea. And I mean, there are lots of things at the Waldorf School that are, you know, the festivals and timing of things and processes that would be useful if you had talked to somebody that had been there, had children there for a period of time. So
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.